Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here on this exciting day for the city of Frederick and for Jack and Chrissy Lillard. I'm Michael O'Connor, Mayor of the city of Frederick. We appreciate your attendance here today. I want to acknowledge some of the elected officials that are here with us today. We have Alderwoman Donna Kazemchek, Alderman Roger Wilson, State Senator Ron Young, State Delegate Karen Lewis Young, and I think I saw in the background former Frederick City Alderman Bill Hall. Thank you all for being here today. The wind today reminds me a little bit of the groundbreaking that occurred a number of months ago, but the sunshine and the warmth that is exuding from this place right now is really undeniable. And I think I'm safe in saying, I think we all wish we weren't having a ribbon cutting today. But what I can also say is that what the Lillards have done to share their family's story with our community and create this lasting destination and this really first significant commitment in the development of this Westside Regional Park is really a wonderful thing to be a part of. And the city of Frederick is grateful and appreciative of the partnership that we have developed with your family in bringing Sophie and Madigan's playground into reality. So thank you very much for sharing your family with the city of Frederick. And I promise as we become stewards of this park in the years to come, that we will do everything we can to make sure that the memory that this park will celebrate is something that the city will long be proud of. Thank you so much. With that, I'd like to introduce Jack Lillard to make some comments and to introduce some other guests. Thank you.
All right, got my run in for the day. Thank you, Mayor O'Connor, for your kind words, and thank you all for joining us here today to celebrate this very special occasion for us. We're beyond excited to be here for today's ribbon cutting ceremony that marks the official opening of Phase 1 of the Sophie and Madigan Lillard Memorial Playground. When we broke ground on the Memorial Playground in September, we were excited that day to be able to just describe what we expected this area to look like. On that day, we had the detailed drawings in hand, and it was easy to describe what it's going to look like. But getting to that point wasn't as easy. As grieving parents and founders of the organization, we, along with our friends, family, and the volunteers of the organization, have experienced all the highs and lows that come along with having a vision that's yet to become a reality, and have worked tirelessly to make that happen. In the 8 years that have passed since Sophie and Madigan were taken from us on January 31st, 2013, we spent countless hours trying to envision the ways we could achieve three main goals. Our first goal was we wanted to create a destination playground where kids and families in our community could go to create memories. Our second goal was we wanted to create a space that encouraged inclusion, where kids of all abilities had the opportunities to play together. And our third goal was we wanted to create a space that would reflect Sophie and Madigan's personalities and interests and be a place where their memories could live on. As we stand here today and introduce you to Fantasyland as Phase 1 of Sophie and Madigan Lillard Memorial Playground, we think we're well on our way to achieving those goals. Reaching a milestone like today's ribbon cutting ceremony is only possible because of the support of many members in our community. We want to thank the past and current members of our board of directors who have helped steer our vision as it becomes reality. And we want to thank the many volunteers that have joined us at fundraising events and fundraised on our behalf through the years. We also want to thank the representatives of our partner in this project, the City of Frederick. It was actually in May of 2013 that we stood before the Mayor and Board of Aldermen and shared our wild dream of building a playground in memory of Sophie and Madigan. From that day through today, the Mayor and the Board have welcomed us with encouragement, unwavering support, and including providing the space that we're standing here at today. Also, along each step of the process, we've been supported by Bob and the staff at the Parks and Recreation Department. It got very not windy all of a sudden. the members of the Parks and Recreation Commission, and the members of the Westside Regional Task Force. Thank you all for making today possible. And then we also want to thank Jeff and his team at Playground Specialists, whose amazing work has turned our vision into what you see behind us here today. Today certainly wouldn't be possible without the thousands of community donors that have funded this playground through their generous support. We want to acknowledge some of the organizations in our community that have provided their support. This includes the Impact Club of Frederick, the William E. Cross Foundation, the Delaplane Foundation, the MGM 24 Foundation, the Garden Club of Frederick, the Laughlin Family Foundation, the Tourism Council of Frederick County, the Osherman Family Foundation, the Community Foundation of Frederick County, the Friends of Carroll Creek Urban Park, and the Butts Foundation. We also want to acknowledge the many businesses that have supported our organization directly or during our different fundraising events over the years. Special thanks to Federal Data Systems, Dublin Roasters, Madison Dearborn Partners, Corrigan Sports Enterprises, Premier Dental Arts, Enterprise Holdings, Cotton and Company, the Frederick Keys Baseball Club, Keeney Basford Funeral Home, Landscape Services, Berry General Mechanical Contracting, B&R Design Group, WFRE, Key 103, Showtime Sound, and the Frederick Rock School. And then we also want to thank the 6,000 plus individuals, businesses, and organizations who have also donated to our organization over the years. It's because of your generosity that we're able to provide this playground to the community today. We also want to thank Senator Young, Delegate Krim, and Delegate Kerr for your support in sponsoring bond bills approved by the state of Maryland. It's the grant funding provided by these bond bills that's going to fund approximately half of phase 2 of this playground. While we celebrate today's milestone, we also want to look ahead to what's coming next and what's still in the future. The installation of the permanent restrooms has started right over here and should be complete in the next 2 months. And we're currently working on finalizing the design of the entrance area that's going to include a carousel-themed structure, donor recognition walls for each of the 3 phases, and a custom-themed carousel horses that will be located throughout the playground area. And we hope to complete that by late summer, early fall. We're also close to finalizing the design of phase 2 of the playground, which will be named Wonderland and be located right over here. The Wonderland play areas will feature teacup spinners, a fully inclusive ground flush spinner, a musical garden, a super slider, and a flamingo slide. We've raised approximately 80% of our fundraising goal for Wonderland and hope to reach that goal soon so that we can begin installation in late fall of this year. And we encourage you to view concept drawing right over there, and then it's also available on our website. Once Wonderland is complete, then we look forward to beginning to fundraise for the 3rd and final phase of this memorial playground. It'll be the pirate-themed Neverland. Similar to Fantasyland, phases 2 and 3 will both feature full accessible ground cover and other adaptations to ensure kids and families of all abilities can play together. Thank you all for your role in making today possible. Although this ribbon cutting brings a certain level of sadness to us because of the 2 people who aren't going to be able to play on this playground, it also brings us excitement and hope about the joy this space will provide to families in the future. We invite you and all your families to explore and enjoy Fantasyland and celebrate Sophie and Madigan by celebrating play. Thank you. Next, I'd like to ask Delegate Young and Senator Young to come up.
Thank you so much. When I received the invitation to this event earlier this week, I had a reflection back to 8 years ago when I attended one of the first organizational meetings. And at that time, I was so inspired. I knew I wanted to do whatever I could to help the Lillard family to make their dream come true, honor their children, and also honor all the children of our community. So I was proud to be on the Board of Aldermen at that time to be able to approve the land donation and go to the many fundraisers. I didn't anticipate at that time that I would be a member of the House of Delegates in a couple of years, and I would be in a position to be able to acquire state funding. And since I've been in the House of Delegates, that has been this goal has been my number one priority for my bond initiatives, both in 2019 and 2020. In 2019, we were able to secure $50,000, and in 2020, another $250,000. But I wouldn't have been able to do that without my partner over in the Senate, because when the House wouldn't give me everything I wanted for this project, I went to the Senate and said, can you get me more? And they came through. And of all the projects we fund, I can't think of one that's more enjoyable and makes me prouder to be able to bring state money back to the community. And ironically enough, today, the Board of Public Works will be approving the second grant of $250,000. It's not a grant, it is a complete donation. This afternoon, and the Board of Public Works is the governor, the controller, and the treasurer. So I thought that was very ironic that they'll be confirming that today. So thank you for the opportunity of celebrating with you, honoring all children. We both have a citation for you, but I didn't want to read the citation. I wanted you to hear my thoughts from the heart. Thank you. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah. I'll be very quick. I let her do the talking.
Wise man.
One of the greatest things in the almost 12 years I've spent in the state senate now is we've passed nationwide legislation. I've sponsored some first in the nation legislation, co-sponsored others, lots of things that have helped people in a lot of ways through legislation. But the best part of all is I've been able to bring home millions of dollars for projects like this all over the city for just about anything you can imagine. And that really makes a big difference. As I served mayor here for 12 years, it's great when I can keep bringing money back to help with other projects. And I hope to bring more next year, which will probably be my last. And then somebody in the family is going to run for my seat, and hopefully we'll continue to bring money. That's not an official announcement. That's just... But I'm very pleased to have been a little part in assisting in getting money for this park. And I had someone reminding me all the way that among all the other things I was getting money for, I certainly couldn't help but bring a couple $100,000 back for this one. So I'm pleased to do it, and I'm pleased to be here, and it looks fantastic, and I can't wait to see the rest. And congratulations for doing all this. As you said, I'm sure it's a sad day, but a happy one to see it this far. So thank you for having me here. And
Next, I'd like to ask Jeff Barber, a playground specialist, to come up.
Hey, good afternoon. I didn't prepare a speech. I just figured I would talk kind of from the heart as well. I'm the contractor that built this, so I'm in a little bit of a unique position because I am hired. I did get paid to do the construction work that's out here, but it doesn't really feel like that when I'm working with Chrissy through all these years and coming up with the designs, and we're working on changes. And even when we were out here doing this, You know, when we got started, I was out here on the Bobcat myself, working for the initial phases to get everything graded out, and felt a real connection to the project. Knew that I wouldn't be able to get it done fast enough because Chrissy was out here every single night taking pictures. And then we had a little bit of a glitch with some people getting into the rubber and getting onto the playground, and Bob and Scott and their team, along with Chrissy. Well, Chrissy and her mom camped out here, and we brought them Chick-fil-A the next day because they were starving, and they were trying to watch after the project. And Chrissy even laid out some of the rubber with me while I was, she was out there with a Sharpie marker laying out the shapes and the designs that she wanted and painting the inside. I mean, it's just been a true custom project from beginning to end, and one that I am honored to be part of with the Lillard family. I know it is a sad day, but I do hope that all of the children, including children from my own community that are down here playing on this playground year after year after year on beautiful days like this, can stop and remember, you know, why this playground was fundraised and who it's all about, and really get out here and have a lot of fun on it. And I'm looking forward to future phases and the things that they're doing. You know, Chrissy's pushing the envelope. When her and I are getting together, we're talking about things, and, you know, even stuff on this playground, you won't find it anywhere in the country. That castle theme that's molded up to the front, the big concrete facade, that's never been done anywhere in the country before. As a matter of fact, after this one was done, it was so successful that the manufacturer in the Colorado area decided that they want to start doing it on more and more playgrounds. So things like the mounds and you know, the different graphics that are on the playground, it's stuff that's never been done. And I think in the next few phases, you're going to see things that are invented and done here that have never been done anywhere in the country. So I love working with this group, and I really appreciate everything you guys have done with me. Thank you.
So who wants to cut a ribbon? Jack and Chrissy, we're going to take your lead. You tell us who you want, and we'll get them to wherever you put them. I don't know if the microphone will reach that far.
We're going to try and chase down our children.
It's what you want, right? You want the kids to be playing on the playground.
Yeah, they're probably not going to want to cut off the... Yeah.
So while we wait for them to gather up their children, I just wanted to let folks know that you know, we've done a lot of work out here on the west side to accommodate this park and what's coming with the construction of Contender Way and the redesign of Butterfly Lane and Himes Avenue. We've got how many sports fields? 8 sports fields are in the process of seeding and growing right now to hopefully get those ready for play in the fall. So by this time next year, this is really going to be a wonderfully active opportunity for the residents of the city of Frederick, and probably people who aren't from the city of Frederick, and that's just what we want. So we appreciate everyone who's had something to do with getting us to this point today. And here they come. If we could have the elected officials come forward as well, we'll have them stand behind the ribbon. Thank you, everyone. Please enjoy.
Yeah, I'll ask that. Okay, great.
All right, I'm shutting this one up. For